session, and we have we've got the on the unfinished business. We've got the bids for uniforms and public works. And Ms. Lynn, you have all that worked out?
Yes, sir. What I'm asking you to do is just simply reject the bid we had earlier, which was way higher than what we intended to budget for uniforms, and ask that the specifications be reworked. I've worked on that already and given some statements, and ask for that to be rebid.
And we don't have this bids as of yet, so.
No, we have to make it, we reject, and then rebid it with some new specifications.
Then under new business is a change order for the West Side project. That's in your packet. Mr. Jarvis, if you would like to, Martin Construction got this, I think somewhere almost a year ago. We've been moving on this, and Mr. Jarvis has some information on this request.
I got a email from Hal Godfrey to Mark about 2 weeks ago saying that due to the delay that they had in starting this project, they had since gained some other projects. They had obligated all their personnel, equipment, and the job that it's on is over at the casino over at the Palisades River. I think that's where they got most of their personnel, most of their equipment. And basically what it is, he says if they're going to do the job now, that they've got to hire new superintendents, new personnel, rent their equipment rather than using their owned equipment. And if we insist that they do the project, then they want a change order for the tune of $70,000. Now, I've sent something back to them saying that before I would present that to the council at all, that I wanted it broken down, because he's talking about the inflation and the change about renting the equipment, hiring new people, the difference in the wage rates and things like that. So I told him I had to see all that information before I would really present that to the council. Bottom line, they went out of the project. That's what it boils down to. Because they're booked up right now, they got more than they can do, and that's what they're trying to do, is get out of the project. If that is the case, and I haven't specifically asked him that, but we can ask him that. If that's the case, then I would recommend that the project be rebid. And to give you an idea about the time frame in the utilities, I've called Steve Griffin every 2 weeks since January, trying to get the utilities moved. And they got the poles moved in about April 11th, and then contacted the telephone company, Greg Hall, to move the telephone, and Bright House to move their cable. And there's still telephone lines on South Main Street.
Larry, how deep are we, or maybe Mayor Janice, how deep are we already financially into this current contract?
Yeah, the only thing we've done is remove some trees and pay you for that, except for 10% of it. That's all we're on.
Okay, and when you go back, and we looked at that today, when you go back and you look at the change order, I think it only allows you for a 10% change in that, and if he went 70 some odd thousand, it was actually above what that, because his bid was 628. So
that was just the number he threw out. He's not going to, if he does the job, he's not going to move it 70.
yeah.
And that's coming down if he's going to do the job. All right, that's what I'd recommend. It's too high. He don't need $70,000.
So I guess where we are on that is you need to get with him and find out.
Right. And we like to say, they're moving it to try to get out of the project.
But we didn't have anything in there. I guess he's saying it's our hold up because we can get.
Well, he's saying that's right, the utility is not out of the way. In other words, he's trying to create something where we don't say, no, you know, you're gonna come out here and do this job anyway, whether you want to or not.
But no,
Yeah,
I have a
okay.
question for you. We started out with this project communicating, I walked it, discussed it together. And I'm looking at some of the dates that you have here. If you was encountering problems with this contract, he's saying that it was Alabama Power, AT&T,
Right
and
now.
Bright House. Well, I can see, and I was checking on that, and people in that area asked me, when we're going to get started. I should have called you a couple of months ago, I didn't. But like, this is your project, and you told me that you would be on top of it. Well, if you encounter a problem, and this is in District 2, then, and work to get it, I just found out about this, I think, one day last week when I was in City Hall. Why you didn't call and tell me that you have a problem? You have a problem, not able to get all the phone lines moved, not the cable lines, or the power
Well,
lines.
really, Mr. Washington, I thought, you know, you and I discussed this earlier, I think you even went down to the power company and talked to them.
That was quite some time ago.
Right.
But I thought after that, you had everything else in control, because we worked with this contract in the beginning. Remember, we agreed not to be told in face to face.
Project with it.
And he asked for some time, and we wasn't gonna charge him the,
That was in January, right, January,
Yes.
February, he wanted additional 3 weeks.
and we granted that to him,
That's right.
to be fair and work with him. But man, what I was saying, why you didn't call me, not that I could have said, hey, got a dollar, but I could have made some calls and went to sit in the office and talked to somebody.
Yes,
It was
sir.
probably good.
I understand, Ms. Washington, the only thing, nothing, I mean, other than him sending me the email, nothing has changed. I mean, I've been calling the power company every 2 weeks, and Steve Griffin over there, and every time I call him, he says 2 more weeks.
Who is, Steve Griffin?
He works for the power company.
What's his position?
He was the contact I had the whole time I was there.
Let's see.
And Mr. Jennings, I talked to him the last 2 or 3 weeks. William Jennings.
That's why I don't understand. I mean, we talked when we was having another little problem, but then when it got this big and there was feeling delay, I wish you had called and talked with me, because you have you have people that's over supervisors that we should have gone to. We should have went to the district manager to get this done, to have them to move.
Well, one thing that came up too was the telephone, I talked to him, I think it was about the mid-April, is when the hurricane came through up in Appalachia. And now that was a major thing, but they said they pulled everybody off.
Right, I can understand that.
So that, you know.
But prior to that, there was no hurricane.
No,
So this is what I'm saying. If supervisor on any job, if he or she's not doing their job, then they should be reprimanded. We could have went to somebody above.
well,
and get it done.
part of that though that was going on, Councilman, was that they had to get right of way. And the process of getting the right of way to move the poles, because some of the poles were overhanging the right of way and were out on private property, and they had to get right of way, and that was one of the first things they did, and that delayed them about a month to get the right of way.
But we got those.
Okay, we didn't get them, they got them.
Yes, because first the power company called me out of Montgomery,
That's right,
and we got them.
that's right.
But that's what I want to understand, why you didn't, this is my district, why you didn't call me before we could have moved forward and with this. And I just don't, I mean, I'm looking at here, April the 1st, an update on power pole relocation, where you spoke with him, and he's complaining about Bright House and AT&T. getting these things done.